Hello everyone, this is our SIX1015 group video assignment. Our topic is Malaysia energy transition. There are 4 members in our group. Now we will begin our video presentation. Hello everyone, today we are presenting Malaysia energy transition, current states, projects and future outlooks. We will explain why the transition is urgent, what Malaysia energy mix looks like right now, and what technologies, policies and projects are shaping a low carbon future. Here is the structure. We will start with the urgency of energy transition, then Malaysia's current energy mix. After that, we will cover renewable energy potential and key projects, followed by national roadmaps, challenges and opportunities, a regional comparison with Asia, and finally the future outlook and conclusion. Energy transition is urgent because climate risks are accelerating. The IPCC has issued a code red warning. If global temperatures rise beyond 1.5 Celsius, the impact could become catastrophic and difficult to reverse. So shifting away from high carbon energy is no longer optional. It's a necessary response to scientific evidence. Now, let's look at Malaysia's current energy situation. A key observation is that Malaysia still relies heavily on fossil fuels, especially coal and natural gas, which account for over 90% of electricity generation. This creates environmental pressures and also exposes the country to global fuel price volatility. Renewables are growing, but their share remains relatively small. Despite the current reliance on fossil fuels, Malaysia has strong renewable potential. First, solar. Malaysia received average daily solar irradiation of 4.21 to 55 kilowatts per hour per square meter, which is ideal for solar generation. Second, wind. There is potential in coastal areas and the South China Sea region. Third, hydropower. East Malaysia, especially Sarawak and Sabah, has substantial potential overall. Malaysia has natural conditions to scale clean energy. What matters is implementation and investment. Moving to projects, one major program is large-scale solar, or LSS. This is a competitive tender initiative designed to develop large solar PV plants and increasing national renewable capacity. As of 2024, Malaysia's solar capacity has exceeded 3 gigawatts, showing steady progress under this program. Malaysia is also innovating with floating solar. The idea is to place solar panels on water bodies, generating clean energy without using valuable land. The project data showing the highlights 100 megawatts total capacity, combining floating and ground-mounted system, with an annual carbon offset of 200,000 tons. This is a good example of how technology choice can reduce trade-off between energy and land use. Any other emerging area is green hydrogen. Malaysia aims to become a regional leader in green hydrogen value chain. This is a developing hub in Tenggara released by Petron and TNB, and the hydrogen economy and technology roadmap is planned for 2026. Malaysia is also exploring a cross-border green hydrogen corridor with Singapore, showing how energy transaction can involve the regional collaboration. Projects need policy support, and that's where the National Energy Transaction Roadmap comes in, launched in July 2023. NETR is a comprehensive plan to guide Malaysia towards a low-carbon economy. It emphasizes energy efficiency, scaling renewables, developing hydrogen, using biomass, promoting green mobility, and deploying CCUS. In short, it sets direction for both technology deployments and investment priorities. Alongside NETR, Malaysia has pledged to reach net zero greenhouse gas emission by 2050, a key milestone to increase renewable energy share to 70% by 2050. Achieving this requires strong policy support, technological innovation, and global collaboration, because transaction is not only the national issue, but also part of global climate efforts.
Now we'll discuss the challenges, starting with infrastructure. As renewable like solar and wind expand, Malaysia needs grid modernization and expansion to handle variable generation. Investment in energy storage and smart grid technologies is also critical to maintain reliability. So, infrastructure upgrades are not a side issue. They are foundational to a successful transition. The second challenge is investment and cost. Large-scale renewable projects often require high upfront investment, even if operating costs are declining. To encourage private participation, the government uses incentives such as tax breaks and feed-in tariff, but there is a key balance act. Malaysia must invest in transition while keeping energy affordable for household and business. Even with the challenges, the transition creates major opportunities. Economically, renewable can create new jobs and stimulate sustainable industries. It also drives innovation, from research and development to commercialization of green technologies. With the right approach, Malaysia could attract foreign direct investment and become a regional hub in the Asian green economy. Energy transition also improves energy security by reducing reliance on imported fossil fuel. Malaysia becomes less vulnerable to external supply disruption. Using domestic renewable resources supports great self-sufficiency and can insulate the country from global fuel price shocks. A more diversified energy mix means more stable and predictable energy costs over time. In a regional context, Asians have set targets to increase renewable energy share, aiming for 23% in total primary energy supply by 2025. Malaysia's 2013 target of 13.1% aligns with regional leaders like Thailand and Vietnam. This shows that Malaysia is not acting alone. Regional momentum is also pushing the transition forward. Looking at the solar installed capacity in 2023, Vietnam is clearly the regional leader, having experienced explosive growth. Malaysia shows steady progress, especially through its LSS program, so the comparison suggests two things. Vietnam set a high benchmark, and Malaysia has strong growth potential if scaling continues. By 2030, Malaysia aims for a more diverse energy mix, with renewable playing a much larger role. The country could also develop into a green hydrogen exporter and a hub for solar manufacturing. Beyond energy supply, the transition may create jobs and contribute to cleaner, healthier living environment. By 2050, Malaysia could be a carbon-neutral nation, powered primarily by renewable energy. Green hydrogen may be widely adopted in transportation and industry, helping decarbonize sectors that are harder to electrify. The long-term vision is not only lower emissions, but also preserve biodiversity and improve the quality of life. To conclude, Malaysia is at a critical juncture in its energy transition journey. The country has abundant renewable resources, a cleaner roadmap, and ambitious targets. But success requires collective commitment from government, private sector, and society, because the transition is both a technological shift and a social transformation. If Malaysia seizes this opportunity, it can build a more sustainable, prosperous, and secure future. Thank you for your listen. We welcome any question. So that's the end of our presentation on Malaysia energy transition. We will now play a short video we made for you. Please enjoy watching.